All right, crew, from the kitchen, 2 weeks left in the challenge. Just gonna go over some tips to kind of help with the paleo in the zone, make it long term. So paleo, right? If you're doing paleo, we already know no grains, no sugars, no legumes, no dairy. So if you feel like you saw some progress and then you kind of stopped, you flatlined with the progress, maybe it worked for a few weeks and then you're kind of just like flattening it out, look at your fat consumption, right? A lot of people tend with the cooking oils, with the nuts, stuff like that, they tend to go a little bit overboard because there is no kind of, you can have as much as you want. So people tend to go way, way high on that. So look at your fat consumption. Maybe you're eating a lot of nuts. Maybe we need to replace that with a little more fruit or some veggies, something like that. That can tend to help. If you feel like you are seeing results, you've seen what you want to see, but maybe you're just getting like a little tired at the gym. You're like, man, paleo's working, but I'm just getting freaking exhausted. I'm not able to push like I want to. Look at your starchy carb intake, veggies and fruits, but let's go with the starchy carbs first. Maybe adding in some more sweet potatoes, some more squash, stuff like that can kind of help, carrots, everything like that. Upping your veggies because that'll give you a little bit more food, but maybe fruits too. Maybe you're just like not eating many fruits. Now I wouldn't go crazy with the fruits, but maybe adding in a little more of this stuff can help. Throwing in some apples or some oranges or some bananas or some berries or something like that. Or even a sweet potato a day, something like that. And that's if you feel you have seen the results you want, you like what you're seeing, but you're just feeling tired, exhausted, you don't have that push at the gym. Another last thing we can do is slowly adding stuff back in. Now I know that's not really paleo because paleo is no grains, legumes, sugars, or dairy. The reason they limit those four, if you didn't know, is because people have a high intolerance to them, right? They say their stomach doesn't really like that kind of stuff. They get bloated, so taking it out makes them feel a lot better. So if you're one of those people, like I'm a huge milk guy, and you want to add it back in, slowly add it back in. That doesn't mean, okay, the challenge is over and the next day I'm gonna have me, a gallon of milk. It means maybe I'm gonna have milk once a week and see how I feel for that one day. Did my stomach feel good? Did I feel, how did I feel the next day? Was I tired? Was I groggy? Did I have mucus in there? All that stuff can tell you that maybe your body doesn't like it and maybe you're better off without it. And it also can let you know, maybe I'm okay with it. Maybe I'm a paleo guy, but my body can handle the milk. No changes happened. I didn't gain any weight. I didn't feel bloated. Nothing was bad. Cool, you're good to keep the milk back in if you want to. So you can kind of play around with that stuff. But we're just finding things that we can do to keep the paleo long term, right? Like we said, we don't want to be good for 8 weeks and then you fall off the wagon in those 8 weeks and then you're like, man, in 3 months I need another challenge because I gained all this weight back. We want to try to keep this long term. So those are some ideas you can kind of take away for the paleo.